Now currently an health animator goes to antenatal or an under 5. We are now rolling out the next program is the under 5 where we monitor every single child to make sure there is no malnutrition. So now the health animator goes, they weigh the child there. Now this is in a village, it's in a tribal forested village where there are no tables or places to do, she's just weighing them under a tree. Where does she write this information? Usually it's in her head, or she might scribble it in her diary. Then when she comes back to the area center, to the office, then she enters it into a register. That might be very rarely that night because she doesn't come back to the office in the night, so it might be the next day or the day after or a week later, we don't know. Sometime when she's free, she'll enter in the register. Then from the register, once a month, she sends the data to the hospital. So then she prepares a monthly report where she copies down from this register very often that's when she enters it because she's forgotten all along. And then then it comes to the hospital. Then the hospital enters it onto a computer database. And then we analyze whether all the children are on the correct track as far as malnutrition is concerned, that none of them are getting malnourished. But in the process, the same data is entered 4 or 5 times. There are a lot of inaccuracies, a lot of gaps, a lot of things missing. Now, the program that we are now currently rolling out is the health animator weighs the person, enters it on the mobile phone, on this open data kit, in the system, and that's it. That's the end of it. You don't have to do anything else. Because when she comes back to the office, she uses the Wi-Fi to upload it. Because they're not sure of coverage in the villages. So the system is they'll come to the office and upload it through the Wi-Fi. Once it's uploaded, that's the end of it. You can generate any report you want. And you can generate many detailed reports, tribe-wise, geography-wise, all kinds of things. That's another way we are using it. Antenatal is this. We are developing the whole community bank now. So your whole banking, we are not evolving into mobile banking. We are beginning with mobile banking. We are trying to develop a whole banking system that does not have paper from day one. It will be a completely mobile-based kind of banking system. Paper a little bit because we are thinking of Bluetooth, those small Bluetooth printers. So if somebody makes a deposit, they can immediately get a receipt through a Bluetooth printer once the data is entered on the mobile. So what happens with all this? What happens with all this? One thing we must recognize is a lot of our technology actually generates information. It generates data, the kind of technology I'm talking about now. Who owns this data? You see, so when you talk about mobile technology or you talk about these technologies, your data is sitting somewhere else. You have no control over your own data. And then look at a community level. Which community has control over any of its data? So our system that we are setting up is where the community will own the data. So even if the government wants any information, they have to ask the community organization, which is called the AMS, the Adivasi Munnetra Sangham. They have to agree to give that information. Some researcher wants to come, and we get on an average about 5 to 6 requests every month or so for people who want to come and research the tribals, because they are the easy people to research, exotic species, like along with the tiger and everything that come research the tribals. So they come and collect data. They take it and go. They come, we have so much data being collected, that's all taken and gone. The community doesn't own it. So recently we had some TIS, from TIS, a group of MSW students who came and did a research on the indebtedness of tribals. Our thing was, you do the research, no problem, we are happy, we also want the research, but we own the data. You want to use it, you take our permission of the community. So that's the last thing I want to say, and this is linked to ownership. We have to see technology not just as some kind of a solution, but also see technology as a tool for social change. And as a tool, it is primarily a political tool, and then subsequently a technological tool, if you want to bring about change. By saying that, I hope when I go from here, my inbox will be full or my phone will be ringing with all of the young engineers, all the gold people, saying that we don't want to go after gold, we want to go after something else.
What's being said about IEEE, GH